Hi, I'm Jess Burke, Director of Marketing and Communications at the ISHLT, and this is the all-new ISHLT Employee Spotlight. And I am here today to connect you and help you get to know our Director of Education, Sue Bessner. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
Well, do you mind if I ask you a few questions today?
Go right ahead.
All right. So in a nutshell, what do you do for ISHLT?
Well, I have been with the Society since December, and I am responsible for all things education, which is the annual meeting, the webinars. I ensure that all the education that we are doing follows the ACCME rules and regulations. I'm also the staff liaison for the Research Oversight Committee. And part of that is the relaunch of the transplant and IMAX registries, which we're working on right now. Also, the Education Oversight Committee, work with the chair, Kevin Chan, on that. And right now we're working on developing practice gaps and needs for the society. So lots of good work going on.
Well, fantastic. And I know in that role, you have a lot of relationships with ISHLT volunteers. Can you describe the ISHLT community in 3 words? That's my challenge.
That is really hard to do. You know, the people that I work with, the members are amazing. And given the jobs that they do, the amount of time they dedicate to the society. So dedicated, compassionate, and overall amazing humans.
I really agree. What makes your work with ISHLT rewarding?
It's the members, the volunteers that I work with. When we were doing our virtual conference and we did Zoom rooms for our symposium panels, and in more than one, there were speakers in their scrubs running down a hallway on their iPad, you know, making sure that they logged in for the live session and, you know, apologetic if they got called into OR and weren't able to participate. I mean, they are amazing.
The dedication is pretty incredible.
The dedication is unbelievable. And it's, you know, when we did the virtual annual meeting and we had to pivot very quickly, going from an in-person to a virtual, and just the response we had to it. And we really appreciated that because I know people miss being in person, but you know, just gracious and always say thank you, which I've not had before.
And it goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
So a little bit more about you. Why don't you tell us what is the best advice that you've ever received? And it's a deep one.
This is very interesting. My first job out of college, I worked with Smith Buckland, which is an association management company, and we actually just had a little reunion, and we were talking about this. And Jim Weir, who was my first boss, the best advice he gave me, I share it with anybody who's ever reported to me, is people don't remember you when you do a really good job. What they remember is when you mess up, how you handle that, how you handle yourself, the solutions you come up with, because that's your true character. So, you know, accolades are quickly forgotten, but it's how you handle yourself in a difficult situation. That's what's really important.
It's a great reminder, and it makes those moments where we don't do everything exactly right mean so much more.
Yeah. Exactly. And don't do the blame game. That's the other thing he taught me. You know, it's just take ownership.
I love it.
And people are forgiving.
Yeah. So, okay, picture this. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's a beautiful day out. I know not always the most common thing here in the Chicagoland area, but let's say that happens. What are you doing?
I am on the Great Western Trail. I live in the far western suburbs of Chicago, and later in life have taken up running. So on Saturdays, I am part of a running group, and we 6 a.m. hit the Great Western Trail every Saturday. So it's, again, another group of amazing humans, and I really enjoy it.
And I have the feeling that once we're back at in-person meetings, you're going to find running buddies among your ISHLT people. I think they're here.
I would love that.
Well, Sue, it's been great chatting with you. And if people want to reach out to Sue and chat with her, get to know her better, you can reach her at sue.bessner@ishlt.org. Thanks for your time today, Sue.
Thanks, Jess.